Yeah, huge win for us. I first want to thank the crowd. That was unbelievable. It's the first time we've had a sellout since I've been here, so now we know what it can sound like in there. The students were great. Everybody was great. It's the kind of environment you want to play in front of. I told our players before the game, I think we've worked hard enough over the last 9 months to deserve to play in an environment like this. Let's go out there and give it everything we got. I thought they did right out of the gate. I knew we were ready to go. Herb made some huge plays, defensive end on the glass out of the gate. I turned to the assistants like Herb came ready to play. I just think we kept guarding. The offense struggled at times. Was not our best offensive game, but defensively that might have been our best game of the year. So that's how you win big games: defense and rebounding. So I was happy with our effort. We ended up only getting out rebounded by 2. Where we were down early, a lot bigger than that, so I thought we did a pretty good job coming back. And when they had to go small, actually helped us rebound the ball a little bit better when Wiley wasn't in there. So huge win for us. So hopefully this gets going on a win streak here.
Thanks. Let's take questions for student athletes first. We'll start with Alex here on the right.
Kyron, Herb, you're both in-state players. How much did Anthony McLemore, his comments during the preseason, kind of ring in your ear and motivate you coming into tonight?
Herb, why don't you start?
Of course, we use it as motivation. An opposing player saying our gym was his favorite place to play. So, yeah, we took it as motivation and just started working hard.
You use it for motivation, but at the same time, you don't pay attention to it because, personally, if you say something outside the court, you really got to show what you do in the 94 feet of the court. So you just go out there, use it for motivation, and just play ball.
Go with Drew on the left.
This is first for Kyra. Kyra, talk about your offensive performance. 25 points. You're really efficient. Talk about what was the key for it tonight.
The other day, me and Coach sat down. We just looked at the shots I've been taking. He just said get better shots. Be aggressive, and if the defense come over, spread out, and if they don't, just make a good play, and that's what I did tonight.
And one for her, real quick. What was the key to holding Samir Doughty? He had such a great year. He was 2 for 11 tonight, and really struggled. Only had 6.
We just followed the game plan. We knew he was a great player coming in, and we tried to limit his touches and his attempts.
Let's do a couple more questions for the players, starting with back.
Hey, boys. Haley Sutton, WSFA. It was an incredible atmosphere here. Coach touched on it being a sellout. So for you guys to come out here, pull off this big upset in front of your home crowd, just talk a little bit about how that felt.
That crowd was great. Like 30 minutes into the game, the whole student section was packed. We fed off their energy from the beginning of the game. Stayed focused. We made big plays. We fed off their energy. So just overall, they was great, and we needed them for that big win.
And like Coach said, we know, you can see how loud it gets in there. So we hope that the fans come out to the game on Saturday.
Last question for the players, Joe.
Herb, right here. What has Coach Oates been able to do for this team so far this season? What has he instilled in you guys?
Just being tough, playing with max effort the entire 40 minutes or however long the game is. Just being very tough, doing all the little things, paying attention to the small details, and knowing that it'll all come together at the end.
Herb, Kyron, you good? Appreciate you. Take questions for Coach Oates. We'll start with far left. Let's see some.
Coach, once again, tonight you really didn't get the 10, 11, 12 three-pointers, but you were able to find other ways to score, it seemed like. How did you adjust offensively, and what was sort of the plan of attack against the way they defended you?
It's the second game in a row where we've only got 21 threes up. It's not really how we want to play, but, with us making over 11, I think one point we were second or third in the country in three-pointers made per game. I think teams are going to try to run you off. So I've always told the guys, we're never going to go into a game saying we need X number of threes or a certain player needs X number of shots. Just the game dictates how you play. So we're going to spread the floor. Kyrie got to the rim with no rim protection at all when they're trying to take away threes. So, he was able to drive it in there. I told him, I said, some games you may have 10, 12, 15 assists. If they're going to collapse on you on every drive, some games they want to take away the threes, you're going to end up with a bunch of points. Tonight was one of the games where, he ends up with 25 points on only 14 shots. So that was, they're going to have to pick their poison when we're playing as good as we can be on offense. When Kyrie's playing that well, if they don't want to help off the threes, and he's going to get layups, and he was able to get layups tonight.
It's your first signature win as Alabama's coach. How does that feel first, and then how does it also feel that the way that you guys did it's kind of your style of play, your blue collar style of play?
Yeah, I thought, we were more blue collar, and that's a hard playing team. I mean, Coach Pearl does a really good job getting them to play hard. That's kind of what they've hung their hat on. So I thought they were trying to match our intensity from the beginning, in my opinion. So that's what we want to do. I mean, we've been needing a signature win. We were close a few times. Obviously, we should have had the Florida game, but if we're going to make a run, try to play in the NCAA tournament, you've got to get signature wins. You got to get these ones. Going to have to go get some road wins too. So it's good to get that monkey off our back. We kind of got a signature win now. Now we got to go on a run and get wins. Period.
Two questions. You smiled every time the quote gets brought up. I guess, did that motivate you a little bit? And, now that you've gotten the win and just how much did you just kind of go in there wanting to get this one for all sorts of purposes?
It was perfect. I mean, I get what he's doing. I got a lot of respect for McLemore. I mean, he's a great player. He's been in a lot of wins for them. I guess he's going to leave there with the winningest class in Auburn history. So, I actually like him as a player. He plays hard. I didn't mind him adding a little bit of spice to the rivalry. So, I mean, I kind of leave it out there myself a little bit, maybe a little too raw. So I actually liked it. It added to the rivalry. We made sure that quote was on the screen. The last thing our players saw before they went out. So it was nice he gave us that.
And
Coach, I wanted to ask you about the rebounding tonight. Auburn's a big, strong team. You guys lost the battle 43-41, but you hung in there, and then Herb had 12. Really, I thought late in the game you guys controlled the glass in the second half.
Yeah, we were down big early on the glass. At one point, I think we were down maybe 8. I would have to, you get the stat sheets every media timeout, and that was an issue early in the game. I thought the more they had to play small and keep Wiley on the bench, that definitely helped us rebound. Obviously, they needed to make threes to get back in it, so that's why they went small, but that did help us kind of get back control of the glass. So I thought, Herb was huge on the glass. But even you look at, like, Petty was our second leading rebounder, so this was a game where Petty wasn't necessarily on fire and wasn't hitting it like he had been, but I thought defensively and rebounding and everything else, I thought, he was great. So we're getting some really good production at different areas from different guys. Petty's not just a shooter anymore. I think he's a really good two-way player. Herb's getting healthy and playing great, and both those guys help us rebound the ball really well.
Two more questions, starting the back in the middle there.
Coach Alex Reese had 13 points tonight in the first half. He had 10 of them, helped you guys build up that lead. So what kind of do you think he did tonight well, and also about his knee injury in the middle of the game?
So I guess he got a knee contusion, got hit twice in the same spot, which unfortunately he hasn't been able to catch a break this year, but he'll be all right. I thought his minutes early were great. I mean, he knocked down the 2 threes, drove it twice, got the dunk on the baseline. He came out with some major energy, so I was really happy for him. I mean, he's another guy that's much more he's capable of doing much more than just shooting threes, kind of like Petty there. He's getting a lot more comfortable taking guys off the dribble. They got to honor his three, so he's got a pretty good shot fake, drove by the guy. He gave us some really good minutes there in the first half.
James, far left here.
Coach, on hard hat night, you guys took a lot of charges, got a lot of hustle points. So how many blue-collar points did you guys give out, and who got the hard hat tonight?
Herb Jones got it. I wasn't a typical post game in there. I got drenched with water, so I'm not quite sure what the total was. They didn't hand me that sheet, but they did let me know Herb got it, which was not surprising. I mean, he had 12 rebounds and then they're blocking shots and getting deflections. So I know at the half we had like 51, I believe. That we put it up. Our goal is 120 at Kentucky. I think we were at 97. So I told them we need to get 60 in the second half. So I don't know what we ended up with. I'd have to check with our stats guys.
Let's do one last question. Jamie in the far back left.
Hey, Coach, this was like your intro to the rivalry. How good does it feel to come in here and be that first coach in, I think, 20 years to come in here and get that first win against the Tigers?
I didn't even know that. It's good that you told me that. Feels great. We're 1-0. See if we can enjoy 1-0 for, I don't even know when we play them next. So I'm sure they'll be ready for us when we come there. But it's gonna be. It feels good to be 1-0 for right now. So it's even better though. Like they gave us a pretty good, tough 4-game stretch to start. So we're 2-2 in the SEC. If we're gonna challenge and try to make the NCAA tournament, you gotta be a little bit above 500. We can't. So we're gonna have to go on a winning streak. But I think playing the way we did, we know we should be 3-1 with that Florida game. That's gonna haunt us. But we were playing well, and even at Kentucky, I thought we played well. So we're playing our best basketball. We just need to get on a run, and yeah, it feels great to get the first one. I had no idea. I got all kinds of little knickknacks, statistics, whatever. Aaron gives me some of them. I didn't know that one, though.
All right, thank you.
All right, thanks. Appreciate it. 93. Who was the Hobbs?